All right, welcome back to another weekly analysis video here with the Winner Circle Trader. This week is slightly different because I'm doing it on a Monday post AM session instead of, the usual Sunday pre-open weekly analysis. But this also gives us a slight advantage, I think, because we can analyze the live market a bit as well. So let's start off here on the 4-hour chart. I think we were on this candle last week's analysis, and I suggested that we should go hit this intermediate term high inside of the 4-hour BPR on Monday, which is exactly what happened. I also suggested to not just blindly long at open, which suggested that you should be looking for an actual model or a pattern signature that suggests we are wanting to go higher. And we got that, I think, at 8:10 a.m. reversal. So that was nice. The rest of the week, honestly, not that amazing. So, anyways, let's get into the analysis itself. Um, so the week prior to last week, we did close with an order block and we were bullish. However, the wick itself was just annoying because it's just a horrible candle itself to be bullish off of. This week is quite similar. So it's a little bit better because it does confirm that we were bullish and we still are bullish. However, the candle again did not close above previous week's high. And it also, if it did close above previous week's high, it would have also kind of violated this last fair value gap, confirming that we can look for a long still all-time high. That did not happen though. So this week we're just kind of waiting for the market to make its decision whether it wants to go take a retrace or just continue on till all-time high. So this week we do have some news. Wednesday we will have CPI. Thursday there's going to be unemployment claims, I think, and then Friday I forget what news this is, but there is some news at 10 a.m. Monday is a no news Monday. So although I did trade today, it was just on an account I didn't really care too much about because it was in drawdown. So I thought it was worth just trying to get it back up a little bit. But besides that, I didn't trade any of my fundeds or the rest of my accounts. So if you didn't trade today, I mean, you didn't really miss out on any crazy price action. I mean, it wasn't really that great. The bias was just very obvious to me, so I thought it was worth trying. But besides that, yeah, props to you if you did not trade today. So tomorrow is tradable, I think, at least during London session and AM session. But after lunch, just stop trading because there is CPI on Wednesday. So yeah, just the best thing you could do is probably this week wait till CPI does its thing at 8:30 on Wednesday, and then after that, look for some structure. And if there are some good targets, we can trade the rest of the week. All right, so this is all the news this week. You can pause the screen, or just go to Forex Factory, put in your filters to get the news yourself. But yeah, Tuesday, I just noticed that President Trump is speaking, so maybe it's not the best day to trade tomorrow because the last few times, I mean, I don't know what he's talking about, but we can have like 10 equal highs and the price would just keep dumping lower until he stops yapping. So I don't think it's the best day to be trading if President Trump is speaking. Wednesday, 8:30 CPI. Thursday, 8:30 unemployment claims, PPI. Friday, 10 a.m. consumer sentiment, inflation expectations. Nothing crazy, but yeah. If you guys are wondering, by the way, what trades I took today, let me just pull up the chart. Okay, so basically, there were two trades, both during times I wouldn't really advise anyone new to be trading at. The first one was an Asia session. It was a 3-minute order block towards the sell side here. I just noticed that we went all the way down here We did not run the low and just went back up. There was a 1 hour fair value gap here that rejected with momentum, and then we got an order block. I just decided to try it out. Again, both of these trades were on an account I didn't care too much about because it was already in drawdown. So keep that in mind. Today, similar situation. We had a lot of equal highs and like all this liquidity above. We had some equal lows too. And then once we swept that, I mean, I was already just looking for some longs instantly. And I think there was a 1 minute fair value gap that we retraced into here. And I just longed here, just knowing that price should blast up here. Uh, I didn't aim for anything crazy. I could have just longed for some, the Friday high or even higher, since higher time frame bias is bullish. But I just went for like a low hanging fruit here, which is the equal highs and the buy side resting right above it, and it worked out. Another reason why this was high probability for me was that there was nothing really in the way here. As you can see, there's no other fair value gaps here. There was also a CISD created here. And then, yeah, the most high probability thing about it was the fact that 930 is what sent price lower, which, you know, it's known for the manipulation it does. And then, yeah, I mean, this was just kind of obvious to me. The only gap created here, first presented gap, and then equal highs resting above. And that was that. So, yeah, with that said, this week I am bullish, but because of CPI, we cannot really predict too much. We could get some generated liquidity tomorrow. President Trump speaking about whatever he's speaking about tomorrow, I don't know. Could also affect price action. So yeah, best thing to do, once again, just wait till Wednesday, and then the rest of the week is very tradable. And yeah, good luck to you guys. Once again, follow your strategy, follow your rules, use good risk, and you'll do just fine.